Education and training can open many doors in a person's life. Post-secondary education, universities and colleges are prime examples of institutions to broaden one's knowledge, improve one's quality of life, and contribute to more high-paying jobs in Canada. With the many universities and colleges available today, possibilities for the future are endless. Throughout the 1900s, Canadians have increasingly sought higher sources of education. By going beyond the compulsory education, Canadians are able to obtain better jobs, earn more money, improve their living standards, and advance the Canadian society and workforce. Canadian provinces implemented compulsory education between 1871 and 1916, with the exception of Quebec, where it was put into place in 1943. However, this compulsory education simply meant attending school for 4 months per year, between the ages of 8 and 12. Even though the earliest university founded in Canada was McGill University in 1821, at this time only the rich and wealthy males attended universities to become doctors, lawyers, or other prominent jobs. It was rare for middle-class males to attend, and even rarer for females. Although the number of people who attended post-secondary education increased continuously in the early 1900s, it was not until the 1960s when it became normal for middle-class citizens of either sex to attend university. New community colleges and universities opened, while existing schools increased the number of professors. With the new technological advancements, Canadians found themselves wanting new luxury items, which only those with a high income could afford. More people began to settle down in the suburbs, which created communities around Canada with plenty of adults looking for jobs. Jobs also shifted from physical labor jobs to knowledge-based jobs, which required additional skill and training. As Canadian society moved forward, it seemed those without the proper qualifications were left behind. From 1960 to the new millennium, the number of people without high school diplomas continued to decrease, while the number of people attending university continued to increase. 2004 marked the year where university enrollment in Canada hit the 1 million mark, with 58% of attendance being female, a significant increase from the 23,000 attendance in 1920. Studies showed that in 2005, 72% of Canadians had post-secondary education. The amount of schooling impacts one's income as well. Studies from 1920 to 1999 showed that by attending an extra year of school, one's annual income was raised by 12%. The wage gap between Canadians with a university degree and those without currently stands at 1.4 times higher for those with university degrees. With this in mind, many Canadians choose to pursue a higher level of education to obtain a better job. However, in doing so, there has been a lack in the number of skilled trade workers in Canada. As more people want to take on white-collar jobs, Canada's labor industry is shrinking. Finding the right balance between the two types of jobs is the key to a flourishing society. The following are 2 messages from Stéphane Dion and Jack Layton, who stresses the importance of post-secondary education in Canada.
What other G8 country is cutting funding for skills and training, the key to helping its people find jobs? The bottom line is this. Under Stephen Harper, we're investing far less in Canada's most important resource, our people.
Hi, I'm Jack Layton, leader of Canada's New Democratic Party, and we're here to support the students. We're supporting this action by students right across the country to say that tuition fees are just too high and student debt has become too much of a burden. You know, the skyrocketing tuition fees that students are facing these days are actually driving young people who qualify for education away from that opportunity. This is not fair, and it's actually not good for Canada, because it means that we're not going to have the educated future workforce that we all need for the 21st century economy.
Today, it is nearly impossible to find and keep a stable and well-paid job without attending post-secondary education. University can be viewed as fundamental to a prosperous society and contributes to a higher quality of life. Even though the entry competition is high, the knowledge one gains and lesson one learns are well worth the time. As the importance of education rose higher, the Canadian society advances as well.